this one we might do. We also have the cliffhanger and the late inspection that would all be scout ones. So let's see what we've got as far as that goes. I should have all of the scout vehicles, although I don't currently have 2 of them. I sold a couple of them, but I left one over here, and I don't know if I want to keep it here or not. It depends on if there's any scout quests, which I doubt there is. Let's see. Metal delivery. Well, that's pretty straightforward. No. No. So I think I want to give the YAR 87 more time. It depends on the situation, but I think I'm going to go ahead and recover it. It's either this or it depends on how many repair parts it has, because I don't know if it has enough. But let's just take a look at it. So it currently has the best engine I can have on it. It does not have the SnowRunner gearbox, but I don't know if it needs it. Currently that's the best. Mud tires may not be the best choices. I just took the first one here. This one might be better. Looks like it's maybe a little fatter. Let's try this one. And we already have the good winch, so this does kind of roof rack. I just don't remember how much the roof rack comes with. Okay, so we're all good there. Anything else I want to do? We have the factory beacon. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I want to need that. That can't change. We already have the spotlights. Okay. Currently have the stock. Let's see what else we got here. So that. I don't like that one. Or that one. That one might better have better clearance, so we'll try this one, I think. Although this one would probably have the best clearance. I'm gonna try this one. And then rims. No other choice. Okay. And then paint job, I already have what I want here, so... Alright, let's leave. The question is, how many repairs do I even have? 300, that's not bad. That's a good amount for a scout vehicle. The other one I might want to send on this trip. So, choices. You can see a couple of the scout vehicles I have. The little guy here is probably not going to do the job well. I don't even know if it comes with the repair parts. I actually forget. It definitely comes with fuel. We have the con over there, which I remember having a fair amount of repair parts, but let's check. It has 150, which is half as much. There's a decent amount of fuel on the top there. That's should be 80 liters. Looks like the same. Maybe the other one has 100. We could check that though. Sure. Yeah, 80 liters there. Versus... I didn't leave the engine on. Okay. Versus 120. So that's quite a bit more. Then my other choice would be the 420 Tatarin over here, which has only 150 repair parts, and fuel-wise, 120. So I honestly think the YAR would be the right truck to choose. It has more repair parts. It's a pretty damn good truck. Let's give it a go. Alright, so we just need to get to the quarry. That's our first priority, so let's do so. Hopefully we don't take too much suspension damage on the way, but I can always go to the service shop and repair that, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if that happened. I think there is also a scout fuel carrier potentially over on the quarry, so if we don't get all the fuel we need, we could at least use that. I should probably activate one of the quests. Not sure which one I want to do just yet. Probably the cliffhanger one, because I think that's close to the north top part of the map. Yeah, but I really like this vehicle from what I've seen of it so far. It seems to have really good off-road performance. It's got the versatility of being able to haul a trailer, which the APC can't do. The 420 Tataran, I can't do that. We could always send that on the quarry too. If it comes down to it. Might not be a bad thing. Ouch. Not sure I'm going to worry about just 15 damage. If I rack up more before we get to the service shop, although there's a service shop, so... Bye! Alright, I just need to not miss my turning here. Oh, there's another 12. Not that one. I think it's the next one, if I remember correctly. Let's just double check to confirm. Yeah, that's the one we want to turn to. Turn all-wheel drive on. So this guy you do have to purchase to get, but it's well worth the money. At least from what I've seen so far. We can get fuel on the way. We won't really need it that badly, but no reason why not to do it. Now the vehicle we have to recover for the cliffhanger one, I think, is that TUZ-166, which is just that little scout car. So I would imagine, if I remember correctly, it only has like a, I don't know, a 50-60 liter tank, so we should be able to refuel that fairly easily. Ow. Hello, truck that I forgot I left here. It kind of puts into perspective how big this thing is, because that truck didn't, next to this thing, didn't even look all that big. Anyway, after we're done with this quest, this truck can help us out with various things over in other maps, perhaps. Although the only way I know of that you can restock your repair parts is at the garage. I could be wrong on an assessment, but I haven't been able to figure out another way to restock, so... Even getting a repair van up to this thing, I don't think you can pull repair parts, which is kind of lame. I wish they would change that. Because there was one quest I did where I had the idea of taking a big truck with, like a repair van on it. And then the territory I had to get to was kind of tricky. And I would take a smaller scout car, grab repair parts from the truck and bring them to the vehicle that needed repaired, and then come back and get more and do that a couple times. And that doesn't work, as far as I know. Unless, again, I did it wrong. Alright, again, there's a fuel station right here, so I'll probably hit it up again. We only need 4 liters, so it's not really worth the effort, but what the hell? I do think it's kind of weird, the placement of those 2 fuel stations, because they're so close together. It's just kind of weird. Alright, I'm just gonna have to stop here for a second just to remind myself how to get to the quarry. Alright, so we need to get to this guy for this quest. As a matter of fact, let's activate this quest. So, there. Start tracking. So 50% repair status. That's probably going to be the more tricky thing, because you'd be surprised how many repair parts you need to fix something that's completely wrecked. I'll see which way to go here, but I'm thinking we have to go to the left. I'm going to try and preserve my repair parts as well, as much as I can. So if I don't need all the repair parts here, off-road, all-wheel drive, I mean, yeah, if I don't use all of it, I'd like to save it, because there's another thing I have to recover as well, so. Alright, so this road I needed to turn down. Maybe we just go up this way. Bit of water, but we're not really worried about that. And then if we go up this way, just kind of a crazy angle. Hopefully we don't flip. I really don't like this. This road is just nonsense. What vehicle is traveling at that angle? I think there's a really good risk we flip here. F. Well, so much for that. Looks like we will be sending another vehicle. Well, I knew there was a risk there. I probably shouldn't have gone that way, seeing what it was like, but... oh well. Give us an excuse to get this guy over there. Isn't that the way of things too? You flip over and you're literally inside of your quest objective. I grabbed that winch point, but it wasn't enough to save us. Probably should have done that ahead of time. I was actually thinking about it. Doing a safety line to make sure we didn't flip over. But I thought I had it, so... Well, live and learn. I don't know how I'm going to recover that vehicle just yet. I'm going to have to think about it. It's not in a very easy spot to get to. I forget what type of winch I have on this truck. Or APC or whatever you want to call it. We'll worry about that when we get there, though. I don't want to have to send a train of vehicles to save... to save each other, though. Hopefully this will be the last one we send. I kind of wanted to send this vehicle over there anyway, so... I'll say that that was on purpose. So after we're done with this, I think it was a Don 71 that we have to repair. Again, that one has a very tiny fuel tank, so if it's out of fuel, that will be easy enough to take care of. What I might do is I might just do the job with this vehicle. We'll go at it from a different angle, then we'll recover the other guy. Although I think I do have to haul that for the cliffhanger, I think I have to haul it somewhere, so... We'll at least do the repair part of the job. As much as we can with this vehicle. That way it's not a wasted trip. Because this thing flips as well. One thing I don't remember is I don't remember if I messed with that TUZ-166 beforehand. I may have pulled it out of that cliff. Like, it's called cliffhanger because it's literally hanging off the edge of the quarry. I may have pulled it out when I went to check on that quest. But I think at the time I didn't really have repair parts. If I did, it was very minimal. So I don't remember if there was anything else I did. Well, I guess we'll see when we get there. Okay. I'm not gonna get fuel here. There's that other fuel station. I'll just get it there. And I guess we have this truck there. If it comes to that, if we really need to send another truck to help us. In theory, there's one not too far away. I wish this thing was a little faster. It handles off-road terrain very well, though, so it has that going for it. Maybe not the best turning circle in the world, but... But yeah, this right here, it kind of gives you the idea of, like, you know, what the deal is here with this Russian location. Doing stuff on the other maps, it takes a long time to get there. And the fact that you have to have kind of like a supply chain to be able to do things. Parking brake. Alright, so we get fuel. And then we figure this out. I don't know how many repair parts we need to get that car fixed. I guess we'll find out. Because I found that it takes a surprising amount. I mean, 50% repairs. Doesn't sound like we would have a lot to do, but... I kind of doubt the 150 that we have on here will fix the job, or do the job. It's quite possible that even the 300 wouldn't have done it. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to send these scout vehicles back. Or send different ones to fix the Don 71. Or Don 17 or whatever it is. I know it's a 1 and a 7. I forget which order it's in. Okay. We pass this. Okay. So last time I went that way. We're gonna go pretty much the opposite side. And kind of cross our fingers and hope that the road on that side isn't as dangerous. It doesn't seem like it is, but... Oh, it looks like we have to go down a layer. Kind of hard for me to judge the slope here. Okay, I think we did it. Yeah, it was a lot steeper than I think it looked from the angle I was at, so had to be careful there. Yeah, this was the side to go rather than the way we did it. Yeah, so I think I pulled that car off the edge there, because that's where I think it was, just to like make it easier possibly for the future. But we'll hit this thing up with repairs and fuel. Don't roll down the thing. Okay, so repairs, yeah, it requires 248, so it's kind of good we sent this other vehicle over here anyway. We would have had enough to do it with the 300, but not by a lot. We also have to refuel it, so I will do so. So roof rack to that. It only needs 60. That's half the fuel we brought. Okay, let's go save our other vehicle, which is not far away. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what tactic I'm going to use here to save this. It's possible if I try and pull it over now, it would just flip back over again. So I don't know how far away I can be. I forget which type of winch I have. Okay. I have decent reach, but we have to be a little closer. That might do it. So I'm going to just grab it from the front and pull it forward, or in our case, backwards. If it flips over, it flips over. Well, that's inconvenient. I mean, it's flipped over, and it's on its wheels. I'm a little concerned if we let go of this winch that it will just roll down the hill, though. And if I switched over to it, how would I save it? Well, we're going to find out here. If I reverse, I might be okay. Well, first things first. What all-wheel drive on. We want to reverse that way. So, handbrake off. Okay, take this very gingerly. Okay, we are a little bit more solid ground. Alright, I can't just pull forward there without a severe risk of flipping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the thing that we should have done last time, which is try and allow for a little bit of insurance in case we do flip trying to come forward here. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, I think I needed that rope. That was looking dicey. Okay, so what we need to do is just very gingerly turn around. Okay, that vehicle's in the way. We'll go ahead and turn off our engine. Change truck. Not sure how I want to do this. Maybe we just keep backing up. Or we just put it off to one side, perhaps. I'll back it. Keep backing. This might be a good spot to just stick it right here. Alright, that works for me. Okay. Job done. Hey, just don't flip again. A little worried about these rocks, but I guess that works. Alright, I don't like how that's just sitting there precariously. It's like the physics just wants to topple it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that before we go anywhere else. And repair it. Alright, let's start pulling it a little bit. Yes, winch. Alright, so it's off the side of the cliff. It has a working engine with fuel. Alright, well, before we go any further, where do we need to go? You go there. Okay. So I'm just going to go through this way. Make our turn here. Figure out how to get over to the road. But whenever we figure that out, we then need to come down this way. No. Not that. I go here, here. There's a cliff all along this way, so we want to get on that way. And then up here. To there. Okay. Now I could flip the 166 around, take it from the front, but it's fine. It's not going to really help me too much anyway. But for those of you guys that don't know, if you're newer to the game, if you have a vehicle that has a working engine and it has fuel, it will actually help you as you pull, as if there was somebody in the driver's seat driving along with you, which definitely helps. In some situations. It depends on what it is you're hauling. In its default configuration, the 166 is not a very capable vehicle. So, it's probably not going to help me too much. Once you upgrade it and things, it definitely improves, but... Alright, let's go ahead and advance till morning. You guys can see what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of these kind of missions I've shown on stream, because I did a lot of these off stream. These are pretty fun missions, I find. Now, sometimes all you have to do is do the repairs. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Sometimes all you have to do is haul it somewhere. This is a combination of both things. Hung up here. Probably could low range it. Oh, I do that just as we get free. Okay. Now I'm gonna pretty much say that I don't think I have the repair parts to do the other quest here. The repair one. So I'm going to probably have to either send one of these vehicles back or send another vehicle from home base. Well, I put a marker here, so we're going to try and follow it. It's kind of hard to see where the road is because it's just covered in rocks. We did a little bit of damage to the vehicle we're pulling, but we already did the repair part, and that... Once we've done that, we don't have to do it again, so... Alright, here's the path. That church looks like it would be something important. Like there would be a quest there or something. But I think that was one of the watchtowers we just passed on the left there. So if there was something there, it should show up on the map. Whoa. Maybe there was something there. I don't really remember. And there we have it. It actually paid really well. Doesn't hurt to do a good deed for your neighbor every now and again. Trouble is, now and again is becoming every darn week with this guy. Anyway, here's what you're owed. Okay. So, that's that side quest taken care of. So, there was... Yeah, it's Dawn 71. So this is the same thing. We have to both restore it and deliver it. So, sorry for that. Getting that habit of right-click to move the map. We don't have that one activated either, so I'd have to go down there. The other one that we have is late inspection. This one's a little closer to where we are. So we come down this path. Let's say we go this way, this way, this way. It really depends. I mean, either way we go, we're stopping at the service station. Stop at the service station, get repaired and all that. And then once we're done with that, follow this path to here. A little hard to see how this road goes, and it's quite possible I'm not putting the markers down very well, but yeah, I've been up this way before, but I really don't remember what it was like. Come this way, down this road. to the Eastern Tower, and that's all we have to do for this. So the communication tower used to be, yeah, we read that. Okay. All right, that's that. We need to turn around here. I just trying to eye how I would want to do that. Maybe here. I should have activated that quest. Hold on. Late inspection, start tracking. Yes, thank you. Doesn't really matter. You don't have to track it to do it. Just so that I don't have another quest confusing me. So the main thing I'm worried about is not fuel. It'd mostly be to get repairs at the service hub. And again, it would be real nice if I could top off my repair parts there, but I don't think that happens. Guess we'll find out when we get there, but... I have no idea where this path is, but I'm just gonna follow vaguely where it seems it is. I'm guessing I'm driving on it right now. Now it's a little bit more clear. And apparently we have to go this way. All right. How are we doing on our progress? I want to take a look, peek at that real quick. We're at 59%. Still a ways to go on this one. What's the actual number? Okay, so we've done 3 so far, I think, since the last I checked that. This one's going to be fairly straightforward and simple. It's just a matter of getting there. Okay. Service hub stop. Alright, so first, repairs. And I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure this does not restock me. Oh, okay, no, it does. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I didn't know that for sure. So take everything I said earlier and ignore it, because... No, I want a trailer. Oh. I'm in the wrong spot. I thought that was where the fuel was. Okay. There we go. Well, this makes this a lot easier then. Thought I had checked that at one point, but I guess I didn't. Alright, we still might have to take more than one trip to repair the Dawn 71. I don't remember what... We would have to activate the quest to see how much repairs it needs. If it needs full repairs, then there's no way in hell we have enough for that, so we're going to have to go back and get more. Probably we could at least refuel it. Alright. So some of the roads I have to traverse here look pretty dicey. like that. You know, we don't have to go up precisely as the road follows. I'm gonna go to the right here. Maybe this isn't the way to do it, but this seems a lot less crazy. Although I said that, and I'm starting to see terrain that I didn't notice earlier. Oh man. I'm like stuck on a bunch of rocks. I have to go up this, I think. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to take it easy so as not to flip over, because if I flip over, I'm done, because I don't have the autonomous winch, the one with the battery powered. Alright. Cool. Alright. Okay, well I see the marker. Question is, can we get there? Come on. Come on. Give me some juice. Yeah, we're hung up on a rock. I figured as much. I'm gonna take this very easy. I don't really want to drive up on this rock if I can avoid it. Because I can't really anticipate, like, the angle of things. Ugh, come on. I'm getting so hung up on these little tiny rocks, I'm not able to take the turns I want to take. Alright, I'm going around this bit. Ooh, that was a little... Okay. This is definitely a tense road to drive down. Take it nice and slow and we'll be alright. I mean, why do you gotta put the roads over the rocks? Alright. I think that was the hard part. Let's not get cocky and flip over like within 20 meters of the place we need to get to. That would be a bummer. And there we have it. Quest done. As I said, it doesn't really reward all that much. I think we can make use of this with a few updates and modifications. Thanks for checking it out. Now that may have unlocked a follow-up quest, but I don't see it. So the one we want to get to, I can't lock it in, unfortunately. We want to come down this way. So what I'm going to try and do is come through the woods here, because I figure going back the way I came, just to get on a road that's literally right here is, I don't know, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And then we follow the road this way, come over here, follow this path down. We have to go through a muddy hell to get to where we need to go if we follow this path, but that is what it is. I think I'll figure out how I want to cross this once I get there. Alright. I don't see a way through just yet, but we'll find one. Maybe this way? Now, if there's a crazy slope, I won't see it coming. But according to this marker should be right on the road. There we go. We got it. Oof. Okay, yeah, something like that I could not see until we went down it. But hey, we went down it straight, so it wasn't too much of a problem. Okay. Now we can gun it and have a little bit more fun driving around here. Not so much tense driving, although, I don't know, you can never take this map for granted. Okay, so this is the spot I'm gonna have to figure out how we get across, because it's just gonna be a pool of mud and water. Well, that's an upgrade car there. We already got it, so nothing really to do with that. I think if we just keep going this way, we'll be fine. Go around the tree. As long as we stay close to the trees, we'll be fine. Gives us something to winch to in case of a problem. I think the path that we want to follow is, yeah, just that, right there. And then we're there. I don't think I'm getting the repairs I need on this trip. But it's a start. Just to speed it along. I mean, we were moving fine. I wasn't stuck, but I... Ah, damn. Alright. Let's just get that assistance to speed it along, though. Man, this mud's pretty bad. Alright, I think we can get going here. Alright, so there's the activation point that we need to... okay, it's well in that water, huh? So, it rewards well. A bunch of youngsters decided to spend the evening out in the country. Lord knows what they got up to, but they ran out of gas and left their truck stranded. Refuel it and tow it to the service hub, would you? I would say they did more than ran out of gas and left it stranded, unless that's not where it's supposed to be. Alright, I'm gonna pull it out first. Because there's a likelihood that it will just suck up more damage. Well, let's make sure we're tracking the right quest, so... Oh, it's almost repaired. If I try and pull it out, what will happen is the engine will start, and then the engine will just start taking damage. Considering it's almost repaired, let's finish the repair so that bit's done. Because there's no way for me to not have its engine turn on. Like, the game makes that happen, even if it doesn't make any sense for it to do so. So, what we're going to do, repair it first, because we only need 63 points. Then refuel it with our roof rack, which finishes that bit. Now we don't care if it takes damage. We grab a winch to the back. See, notice how as soon as I did that, it started taking water damage? Because it's trying to start the engine. And then the engine, when it starts, is just sucking water into it, which is doing damage. So, but we don't care that that damage happened. Because now, oops. That was a mistake. I meant to hit the Y button, not the B button. I don't know where I'm taking this just yet. So what I'm going to do, just pull it out on the road here, and then we'll figure it out. Okay. Where do we need to take it? Up to the service hub? Okay. And how would I do that? Maybe take it around this long path. Up this way. And then up to the main road here. Yeah, maybe. Then we'll give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? Come on. Alright. Move it forward. I'm gonna winch it in so it's not too far away. Alright, that'll do. Alright, so it should have a working engine and it should have fuel, so it will help me along. Again, it won't help me too much, but... yeah, I'm kind of worried that it's a lot of mud around here. We might be very slow going. I'm going over this way to try and avoid some of that really terrible mud. You know, I'm not really going that fast, so I'll just put it in low range because it's not like we're getting much advantage out of this. I'm a little off the path, but that's okay. This reconnects. And we're close enough to trees in case we get stuck. It's cool looking. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the Russian location. Because there's been a disaster on the other two maps that has happened. One would think that the same thing has happened over here, I guess. Just peeking over there because there looks like there is a scout fuel trailer there. But I'm not going to worry about it because there's not really anything we can do with that right now. I don't need the fuel that badly. Like going over there and connecting to it makes a whole lot of sense, and we're pulling this guy right now, so... although I guess I could attach the trailer... Will the engine start if there's no fuel in it? You know, I don't know. I'm gonna say no. But I'm just not sure if it would take the water damage or not. I would assume not. So yeah, maybe pulling it out without refueling it would have made sense. It honestly didn't really take that much damage though on its engine, thankfully, before I was able to... because I think when it was submerged like that, it couldn't even start the engine. Oh, this is icky. But yeah, fair point. Alright. Yeah, see, this puts it in perspective how big this vehicle is. Because that's like a normal passenger vehicle. I mean, it's a tiny one. But... alright, so we want to go to the right. And then... that should get us on the main road. Yeah, typically the engine does not start when there's no fuel. I might have been able to take a shortcut there. Let me make sure I'm headed... okay, so we want to... that way. Yeah, I might have been able to take a shortcut and skip past this bit by staying to the left over there. Yeah. The guy behind me might take some water damage as we go. But again, we're not really concerned about the condition of the vehicle when we get it there. It's just needing to repair it initially. Yeah. How the heck did those teens get the passenger vehicle across all this mud to begin with? This whole story sounds fishy. I agree with that. I've driven that vehicle before. The one behind me. It is not, especially in its default configuration, Not all that good, but... Well, as I said, they didn't just run out of fuel. They ran, they drove it straight into a... I don't know if it's the ocean or a lake. Actually, haven't really looked at it. I mean, you don't really see the edge of it. I don't know. You could probably figure out, because I'm assuming this location is a real place. Whether that's the ocean or the lake, but... Or a lake. Alright, am I on the path I want to be on? Yes, I am. Yeah, it should be fairly easy going from here on out. Well, and I think that's the story of many of these vehicles that get abandoned. Like, there's a ton of these things. Whoops. There's a ton of these things in the Russian maps. Like, on the first map, there's a lot of them. And pretty much the story is... people got drunk and got the truck stuck or whatever. Can you go recover it? Now, the vehicle being out of fuel, that did add up, but why they got out of it and then pushed it into the water, I don't know. Because that's, I mean... I guess if you're drunk enough, that sounds like a good idea. Hide the evidence. Makes you wonder what else they were up to. Alright. So you just need to pull it. The box. And then that's not our problem anymore. Thank you. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to call their parents over this one. They could have gotten hurt. I'd say.